Hey everyone, welcome to episode 3 of The Truth About Executive Protection. I got a PM asking, how do you survive when trying to break into the EP industry? Well, it's not, I want to talk about, survive, but I want to talk about how to survive and how to thrive in the industry. When I started back in 2006, it was a lot different. There was no social media, there was just MySpace, so trying to break in the industry, it was rough. There wasn't a lot of information out there. You had to make phone calls, send emails, ask people out for lunch, and coffee. When I got out of the Marine Corps, I was actually a limo driver, one of the youngest limo drivers in Las Vegas. So that was my job. That's where I learned the service aspect and how to become a professional chauffeur and how to cater to my clients' needs. And I drove everyone from celebrities to executives to no-name high net worth individuals and whatever. I could probably write a book on diaries of Las Vegas, right? But long story short, that job not only provided me and trained me and helped me maintain the level of service for my client, it provided me money not to take vacations, to go to training. I went to 4 schools a year, and I would, as young practitioners, we all are focused on the hard skills. As we get older, we start focusing, noting that soft skills are more relevant. But right now, both are 100 equally important. You're going to use soft skills 99% of the time, hard skills 1%. And so that's how I broke in the industry. I would actually, EP teams came in, I started driving them and like, well, what are these guys doing? This is pretty cool. And, hey, with, my infantry background, what can I do? How can I leverage it? Moving forward, right, that job paved my way to pay for school and to buy me time to break into the industry. Now, moving forward now, Uber. If you're a practitioner or you're wanting to break into the industry and you're like, dude, I hate my job. I'm a former law enforcement retired or former military, or even if you don't have military or law enforcement background and you want to get in security, start building that experience, working whatever job you can in security. But the thing is, like with Uber, you can start driving people, treating them as, you're going to learn the level of service, how to prep your vehicle, know your routes, know your town, traffic. So if there is a detail in that area, you're way ahead of the curve. But the thing is that service aspect is one, but two, it gives you the ability to go and apply, which I did, to every security company in your area. Doesn't matter if it's, static, uniform, non-uniform, get your permits, get your license, and start building that. Because during that time, what that's going to do is, being an Uber driver, I'm just stating that, it's going to allow you to create your own schedule. So if you do that, do you get that call going, hey, like we need to cover a shift at X, Y, and Z, or hey, can you be a driver for this? You created your own schedule. So this is kind of like, I want to call it the EP entrepreneur, right? Like you're going to do what it takes, but what you're doing in the meantime is still going to provide value for what you're going to do later on with your client and give you a better understanding of your area. I want to do another video on the Executive Driver, which is a program that I developed for AO Solution, because it's crucial. Everyone wants to focus on the J turns and getting on the track. And if you're driving an up armored vehicle, 100% vehicle dynamics, weight transfer, that's important. But most important, before guys get on the track, they got to learn the service aspect of how to set up the vehicle, how to drive an executive, and that's crucial, because as a driver, you have more face time with the client than an average EP agent does, or a residential agent potentially, on a daily basis, because you're in that confined space. And why driving is so crucial, because if a client is a billionaire client and his time's worth X amount of money, that 20 minutes of pristine, solid, quality, quiet service allows him to prepare for a speech, work on what he needs to do, and it buys the client time, which is what we're in business for. We may not save the client's life every day, but we're going to save them time. And that's a quote from Brian Jansen from AS. Sorry, I went on a rant and I got company. So thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys soon.